वेलकम टू इनक्यूब सर। सर हम आपके बारे में जानते हैं बट आप एक ब्रीफ अपना इंट्रो दे दें लोगों को।
So I'm Vinod Abrol. So I'm a chartered accountant by background, qualified in 2000, roughly 23 years now. I started my career with Big Four, worked with PricewaterhouseCoopers, then with E&Y. Then in 2013, I joined Jabong as a CFO and ultimately was there from 2013 to 2018. We sold Jabong to Flipkart in 2016. So saw the journey of building a startup firsthand from say 3 lakhs per day revenue to roughly 8 crores per day when we exited. And finally, post all the integration and everything was done with Myntra and Flipkart, I joined SAR Family Office to head the alternate investments. And here my role is typically to understand the sector, industry, from the strategic investments which we have done across the various verticals, be it on the side of LivePure, which is into water purification, air purification appliances. Then on the energy storage business, which is LiveGuard, and the third one on the EV side, which is basically electrics, to see where we can probably digitalize these networks and support the entire team. So we have a team across for all these three verticals to support them wherever help is needed. And through our balance sheet, incubate capital, we have invested close to $50 million odd into the markets, both directly and indirectly. So evaluating the investments, early stage, we are an early stage investor or a late stage pillar. So yeah, that's a brief about me. That's what I do for a living. That's about it.
वाह सर, इट्स सो गुड। आपकी इन्वेस्टमेंट के प्रिंसिपल्स क्या होते हैं एंड
तो
व्हाट आर यू?
इन्वेस्टमेंट तो बेसिकली देखिए तीन प्रिंसिपल्स पे डिपेंड करता है. सो
Right.
एक तो ऑब्वियसली मार्केट ऑडियंस कितनी बड़ी हो सकती है आपकी, और उसमें कंपटीशन भी यू शुड फैक्टर इन. सो टोटल एड्रेसेबल मार्केट और ऑब्टेनेबल मार्केट आपकी
Right.
कितनी है. द सेकेंड, अगर ऑप्टिमेबल मार्केट भी आपकी रीजनेबल है तो उसके बाद फाउंडिंग टीम के ऊपर कन्विक्शन. सो हाउ स्ट्रॉन्ग द फाउंडर इज, नॉलेज अबाउट द इंडस्ट्री, कैसे वो उसका बैकग्राउंड है, मतलब हाउ स्ट्रॉन्ग दे आर ऑन द पर्टिकुलर थिंग विच दे आर वर्किंग ऑन. सो ऑल्सो the team is a key part. I think alone nobody can do achieve it. So how strong is the team to work around? And at the end of the day, how amenable the founder is to probably pivot the business. Because
Right.
I personally understand that no startup probably has figured out at the time of at a pre-revenue or at a concept stage that what all pivots would be required. So how fast the decision making is, and decision making लेने के बाद मतलब even out of say 10 decisions you take, the 7 decisions are right. I think you have done a decent job. There is nothing right or wrong in probably why you are building a startup. You may work on a thesis initially, लेकिन वो थीसिस इनिशियली के बाद आपको प्रूव करता है जब आप मार्केट को हिट करेंगे कि प्रॉबली वो वैसे नहीं चल सकता जैसे आप
Right.
चलना चाहते हैं. तो उसके हिसाब से फाउंडर कितना स्ट्रॉन्ग है डिसीजन मेक करने में और कितना स्ट्रॉन्ग है पिवट करने में अपने बिजनेस को, और उसके हिसाब से मैनेज करने में. सो आई थिंक दैट इज़ द की. एंड ऑल द गुड स्टार्टअप्स, if they have a good business model and a path to profitability at a later stage, which is a buzzword now, so they will survive and they will probably be able to raise a large amount of capital which is required for the growth of business, any business which is required.
Could you please tell us what was your first investment?
So on a first investment which we looked into was into the business of say air purification. At the
Oh.
time we just invested, so we invested, so we were slightly ahead of the market. We thought that air purification would be a big vertical, which is now a big vertical, but it is concentrated within certain markets. So the awareness is the key part of the business in building something on a new category or a category creation. So I think that awareness requires certain time to build up. But yeah, if the product is good, the quality is good, and the addressable market is there, then you can actually crack the code. So the secret is that all the legacy businesses which are being done over a period of time, they have a core audience जिसको वो disrupt नहीं करना चाहते.
Right.
So you want to create a category where you are probably talking to the various people who understand, who want to understand more. And today the generation of your kind is more inquisitive. So
Right.
all the teenagers, all the people who are born in 2000 would be say 25 years in 2025.
Hmm.
And that's the stage at which everybody will have a disposable income, and this generation has got a strong mindset
Right.
to adopt to new products, to change what is
Mhm.
required. Today, most of the people, if you ask them to work in Delhi, they probably will figure out a way that if there is an option outside Delhi, because the Delhi NCR has got the
Right.
most pollution. But so I think from that perspective, the market was huge. The product is a differentiator, and we
Mhm.
entered into that market, and we did a decent job in probably investing into that market. So on a particular basis, I think consumer is what we understand
Mm.
better, because we have built all the consumer related business. India is a consumption driven
Right.
economy. So we are the largest manpower in the world.
True.
We crossed that yesterday officially. So from that perspective, and the young manpower, after that, the disposable income, and with the penetration of the digital businesses happening through the various means, Jio doing a great job in penetrating
Right.
all the stuff to the hinterlands. आज की तारीख में मोबाइल वगैरह सबको accessible है. So I think India is ready for a disruption, and there would be a lot of startups and lot of innovations which would come from across the India, and we are only seeing it mushrooming around now in tier 2, tier 3 towns. So they have got equally or more. It is equivalent to, say, probably you talk about an Indian cricket team 20
Right.
years when we won a 1983 World Cup. Most of the people were from the metro towns. Today, if you look into the Indian cricket team, maybe 50% of the team or more is from the tier 2, tier 3 towns.
Right.
So it has to evolve. It will evolve for all the businesses, and there will be a seasoned founder, frugal founders who have cracked the market, who have a differentiated product, and who understand what is required to be consumer. So hands-on with the ground is very much important for any startup to be a successful, according to me.